Alright, for this one I used a pair of pliers to crush the matches, obviously some matches, scissors so you can cut up your caps. This is a spoke from a bike wheel, and then you need the little nipple that holds the spokes onto the wheel, and some tape. The first step was I crushed up my matches. Get you a nice little pile and then crush it all up into a fine powder. It might take a little time, but be patient. Alright, my next step was taking a spoke off of the rim. Just get you a little screwdriver or a pair of pliers or something and twist it off. Save the nipple because you're going to put that on the end of the spoke. If it gets bent, just straighten it back out. Alright, now that we got the spoke and the nipple off, you're going to twist them together, but backwards. It comes off the wheel like that. Turn it around and screw it in. You don't have to screw it too far because you still want to be able to fill it up, but you can't have it leaking air. Alright, now you can see that little hollow section. That's where you're going to fill it up with match powder. So let's go ahead and do that. I usually grab another spoke and cut the end off and use that to compress it down a little bit. If it doesn't fit good, you might have to file it a little bit, but it's fitting pretty good on this one. Just keep doing that over and over again until it's full. I should probably be wearing gloves for this, but I didn't have any handy. Alright, it's all nice and full now. You can see it's all the way near the top. You can scrape away that excess. Make it flat. Now we add our caps. You can use that kind, the ring caps, or these little paper caps. I'm going to use the paper caps this time. I usually use 2 of the paper caps and 1 of the ring caps. So since I'm using paper, I'll use 2. Cut off the excess paper. Give them a end cap or the bump. Alright, rip off a piece of tape. Nice little small piece of tape. Like that. Stick one of your caps face down with the paper showing on the back, and the other one face up like that, so they're on top of each other. And you're going to press it into the caps. Be gentle. And wrap the tape around it. I'm going to give it one more pass with the tape. You don't want to add a lot of tape because it needs to be able to explode. If you put too much tape, it cushions it too much. Alright, that looks like it's perfect. Now you gotta cut this little end off right here. And now you make the cone for it. Alright, now I'm making the cone for it. You just grab a piece of index card or paper or whatever, fold it up into a tight little cone. And then put your tape on it. Alright, I cut the little tip off. Now I gotta get it to the exact right size, so cut a little bit, put it in and test it. If it needs more, just cut it some more. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and shove the explosive dart into it. And then right here on the back side, I'm going to add a dot of hot glue. Make sure it's straight before it dries. It's straight enough. And then maybe add a little bit more right there. And that's the finished dart. Now we can go ahead and test it out. Alright, here it goes. These things are pretty loud, so I got on some hearing protection. They sound about like a .22 long rifle. Let's give it a try. Took a nice chunk out of that wood. Went about that deep into the wood. I find wood makes the best targets. It's easy to get a solid hit on it. It will explode if you hit metal, but you gotta get a direct hit. Can't glance off of it a little bit, it's got to be directly onto it. Alright, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.